What's up, y'all? If y'all been following me for a while, y'all know I did a series called Wasn't Supposed to Be Here. And I stopped at part 5 because it just brought back a lot of memories that I was trying to forget, you know what I mean? So, I thought I was going to get right back to it, but I've been procrastinating because I just don't like talking about it because it brings up a lot of emotions for me. And it's serious, you know what I mean? But they called me from Russia about this. I mean, they called me from Russia asking me to explain to them the plight of a black person in the ghetto. And I said, what made y'all call me? Call me. We saw you wasn't supposed to be here. The series you got on YouTube. I said, wow. So people hearing the stories and they understand it's inspiring. I guess the people, that's what they're telling me. I don't know, but to me, I wish it ain't happen. I'd rather not be inspiration than have a regular life. You know what I mean? But a lot of people asking me to finish it, so I'm gonna try to finish some of it today. Well, I stopped off. I had asked my grandma for some felines, I think. Well, anyway, my life as a kid was like, it was always just me. I had my 2 little sisters. They was in foster care for years, so the years that they wasn't in there, I had to take care of them, feed them and stuff like that. We was real young. But my grandma, but let me tell you what made it so bad for me. Me and my brother, we about 1.5 years apart. He older than me. She treated him totally different from me. So it's different if we both in the struggle together. So, a lot of times he sided with her, so I'm not tight like we should have been. That's my brother, I love him, but we ain't tight like that, you know what I'm saying? For instance, he slept in the bed with her. I slept in my grandpa's room, no TV, no nothing. And I really couldn't go in her room like that. And I remember, and it's so crazy because things that happen to you as a kid follow you to the adulthood. So for the longest time, I can't go in no room without cutting the lights on. Like, everybody tell you, like, oh, cut every light on. Like, I cut every light on. And when I started talking to the psychiatrist like 2 years ago, I remember one of the things that my grandma used to do this to bother me. Like, because I used to be a little bit scary. I was a little scary little kid. You know how you cut the lights off in the room? I used to have the door cracked so the hallway light could come in the room, and I had a little skinny slit of light. She would see that slit of light in my room and cut the light off in the hallway and shut my door. And I said, hate the dark. Like, I said, hate the dark. Like, I hated the dark. Of course I grew out of it, I thought, but like, it as an adult, like, I just cut on every light. I just had to make myself stop doing it, and I still kept myself doing it. So every little thing that you might not even recognize affects you as an adult that happened to you as a kid. So anyway, I never used to wash up like I supposed to. Okay, little boys don't wash up unless somebody tell them to wash up. I'm pumping gas, I'm not washing my hands. I remember one time, I saw my big sister. She see me pumping gas on Broad in Allegheny. She was some guy. So the guy like, that's your little brother? She like, yeah, that's my little brother. He's like, yo, bring water so you can get something to eat. My homie's like, yo, you about to get something to eat? So I go with my sister. She living on Broad Street at the time. So she made, I remember to this day, I was about 10 years old. She made barbecue chicken, some greens, and some macaroni and cheese, right? I'm all dirty, I'm insecure. So I went to go eat. She's like, wash your dirty ass hands. Being as though my self-esteem was so low already, when she said it to me, I act like I walked to the bathroom and I just left. And it's hard to understand why I left, but I just felt like, damn, I know I'm dirty, but for her saying it just reassured me and made me like, and I just was embarrassed and I left. And I know she probably like, well, where the fuck he go? Like, and I remember walking down the Broad Street, I'm thinking like, I did not eat first at least. But this is, and I remember one time. So let me tell you a crazy story, right? So I got a brother. Well, I didn't know this was my brother. Guy, same name as me, Omar. He's a bully to me. I ain't like him at all. So one day, 1990, I remember clear as day. My dad had just died. He said, yo, come here, man. What's your last name? I told him. He's like, come here, I want you to talk to my mom. So I go down there, talk to his mom. She sit me down. She said, sit down. Mind you, he lived 1 block away from me. I've been knowing him since forever, but being like each other. He was like 2 years older than me. He was a bully to me, or 3 years older than me. She said, yo, y'all brothers. I got the same name. My dad's name is the same first and last name. I didn't even know. We didn't even know. You know what I mean? So we find out. He started just treating me like a little brother, treating me so good. Then he died like 3 months later. And the hard part about him dying was that not only that he died, I had nobody to take me to the funeral. You know what I mean? So I'm up that morning trying to figure out if somebody could take me to the funeral, and nobody did. And that's when I started feeling like real depressed, like, cause I had 3 deaths back to back to back. I was like, that's when I had wrote on the wall that I'm gonna die soon. And it's so funny, it was still on the wall. Me and my man Bob went there in 2012. The house abandoned now, but I wrote on the wall was still there. You know what I mean? So I remember my first placement I went to, Foster, I was a scary kid. I'm gonna tell you, I was not tough. I was little, skinny, scary. Because I was so small. I was skinny and small and short. So when I went to the second foster home without my sisters, I was scared. So fighting wasn't in it. I wasn't a fighter. I wasn't a fighter at all. I was just scary, hoping nothing happened to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I went there, I ain't like it, ran, got quote into another one. And the whole time, like, my mom never sat and talked to me and said, you know, I'm sorry for y'all having to go through this. And so it's like, to me, it was like a Twilight Zone type of thing. Like, damn, I'm going through this bad stuff, but nobody don't care. So I started feeling like I was worthless. Like, I'm worthless, man. Like, what's my point of being alive? Like, I mean, having to worry about food all the time, having to worry about my sisters all the time. Like, without my sisters, I would have been dead because I didn't care about myself at all. I know, to me, if your mom and your dad's not showing you no love, nobody showing you no love, everybody treats you like a piece of shit, you start believing that you're a piece of shit. You start believing like you ugly, you something, you dirty, you know what I mean? So, and it's so crazy because I know how to draw real good. Like, I know math real good. Like, I'm like, damn, I know math better than everybody in my classroom. I mean, I know how to learn better than everybody in my classroom. I could draw better than everybody in my classroom. I play basketball than everybody. I mean, it was like, I had all these things, but like, it ain't matter. I mean, so I'm grown up, so I'm in the third foster home. Then I get locked up. We break in some store, I get locked up. Now, once you get locked up, they don't take you back to the foster home. Now you are considered a delinquent. So he put me in the system. Now I'm in St. Michael, St. Gabriel's. I'm going to these places. And I was scared. Every time I go to a new place, I was scared again, you know what I mean? Like, and I hated being away. Because even if you don't have a home, you still feel homesickness from your neighborhood. So I used to feel real homesick and like, but there's nobody, I'm not getting visits, I'm not getting nothing. So I'm growing up on my own, away from everybody, just me. I mean, and I remember being in the study center from the youngest floor, 3A, 3B, 3C, the 4A, 4A, the fifth to the big boy floor. And I know every staff, they all like me. Like, I'll start being popular in there. Then one day, I got locked in my cell. I used to hate getting locked in my cell. But that's when art came in. I get locked in my cell, I just draw the whole time. Because I hated being caged in. I hated it as a kid. But then one day I said, you know what? Oh, you know you the shit. And I used to lie to myself. I wasn't sure, but I was lying to myself. I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm the shit. And eventually, after I kept saying it, I started believing it. And I started believing I could be somebody. I started believing, like, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them that I'm gonna show them I'm gonna be something. I'm gonna show them, watch. Even though I kept getting locked up, people thought I was crazy or something, because I used to do everything to get locked. They try to get money. Like, for instance, if you're not old enough, you probably don't remember 8-ball jackets came out. So what I did was, you know how you jack a car up with? I jacked up the shutters. I pulled the shutters up, jacked them up. Went to climbed under, busted windows, went in there, grabbed the 8-ball jackets, came out. The cops didn't come. I guess the alarm didn't go off the first time. Go back in there again. Mind you, every story I tell you is people that's around that can tell you, you know exactly what's going on. I'm about 11. So I got every 8-ball, I'm about 12, maybe 12. I got every 8-ball jacket, stop jacket, red leather trenches with the fur around the collar. So I see my mom, you know, mind you, crackheads in the 80s and 90s wasn't like crackheads now. Like, they was fucked up. Like, my mom was dirty as shit. Like, she was dirty as shit. She was fucked up. Like, she was like, you wouldn't even want to say you know her. You know what I'm saying? So she talked to me like I was a nigga from the street. She ain't talking to me like I was her son. So I'm like, Mom, what's up? Like, yo, listen, I got these jackets. I want you to help me sell them so nobody don't take them from me. So what you gonna give me? You know what I mean? So we work out a deal. You know what I mean? It's crazy. My man Slimer, who was with me, just came home from the penitentiary. I mean, he was there with me. So I think he's probably a couple months younger than me, but I was acting so mature for my age because I was been on my own for so long. So we go sell the jackets, right? So let me tell you a funny story. So now Super Tim, they call 40 Belows now. They didn't even have nothing that fit me. I was so small, but I got some of the smaller size they got, put them on. Had a slick jumper, my 8-ball leather. I'm on the corner, I got the gold teeth. I mean, I'm like 12. My grandma walked past, she see me. She see me, I'm super fresh. Don't worry, they ain't gonna have it. Fuck out, who the fuck you think you somebody? My friends was like, damn, she fucking hate the shit out you, man. I was like, I know, man, it's sad. Like, I mean, because mind you, every time she asked me to go to the store, even when I had $2,500 in my pocket, I go to the store for it. She used to get Apple days worth of tobacco and the Pepsi, right? Every time. My brother Robert, but I just never disrespected her. I never, I mean, so, I mean, I'm going through life, mind you, I'm going through life not knowing that that's not how life is supposed to go. I ain't know. I just didn't know. I just know my neighborhood was so dysfunctional that I just never knew. Everybody go to jail, everybody go to placement, everybody get killed, everybody get paralyzed, everybody. That's just how it go, you know what I'm saying? So I never thought, like, sat there and thought about, well, this is so wrong. I mean, it was like, it was the norm, and that's why I think it don't affect me as bad as it should have, because I had friends, and it didn't seem like a situation that was so dire to me at the time. Now that I know how you're supposed to treat a kid, I know that wasn't right, you know what I mean? So anyway, I went to St. Gabriel's, I was in St. Gabriel's, right? I had a wet dream. Because mind you, you know, I had a wet dream, and I heard people talk about busting nuts and stuff like that, right? But I didn't really know what it was, so I wasn't really sure what it was. Like I wake up like, what the hell? So I'm reading books about it. So I write my man in jail, and ask him, like, he write me back, you was a dumbass nigga. Yeah, you could be busting nothing now. So these type of things I went through, like, without having no parents to talk to or nothing like that, right? So now I'm like, damn, I could do it to a girl. Like, I wanted to do it to a girl so bad, right? So I'm up St. Gabriel's and doing my time. I get out of there, right? I rob a supermarket. I'm sleeping at some lady named Lump House. My man Sean Mack coming in with a 22 long. Come on, we gonna go on a route. We go rob a supermarket, Empire. We robbed that joint, boom. We spent all the money at City Blue. I bought a Fila shirt, some used jeans, and some red Pumas. Now I got like $20. So, you know, I saw a car Jackson ball for a gray van, take that. We go rob a market up Germantown and Shelton, right? Mind you, I ain't from up that way. I don't even know my neighborhood. I've never been nowhere, you know, like I don't know nowhere, I don't know nothing, right?